Good afternoon. So in the implementation project that we are currently doing in Japan, it's called eProspect. And so as evidence, implementing location analytics solutions for exploration teams. So the agenda of the presentation will be the description of the project, and I will show you the current workflow that we have and the future workflow. Then I will show you the implementation of the solution that we are currently doing, and then a few slides on some of the functionalities of the eProspect that will be available to users in general. So in terms of the context of our project, Total has exploration activities in more than 40 countries, with teams in many locations on the world. Most of new ventures activities and exploration portfolio analysis and other kind of work, planning and funding of exploration activities are essentially in Paris office. It means that very regularly we are consolidating all the budgets and plans and everything from the affiliates and also from the new venture teams. So we have a single exploration database managed in Paris office for around 300 users from affiliates and new venture. What we see, what we have seen in recent years is that exploration periods tend to decrease, and so we have to go faster and faster to perform exploration activities. And the team have to be very efficient in collecting the data, the knowledge, and be really efficient as soon as possible. So the business requirement is clearly to improve the collaboration between teams related both in headquarters and in affiliation, and also improve the decision-making process, which is highly centralized in our organization. So the eProspect solution will be is to share the exploration database, and also what is new is also to share the mapping boundaries and the prospect locations, and also some reference documents. All this collaboration will be around web-based access with a user-friendly interface. Where for spatial data will help people understand and take benefits of all the information we provide. And also one very important point is we want to give access to non-experts to data analysis and also to simple tools to analyze this data, because sometimes you have either people very familiar with evaluation tools, but are able to make the analysis. Some people also very familiar with ArcMap tools, but some of the management and some persons are not very familiar with these tools, and so they cannot have access directly and make queries and try to understand deep into the data. So what we want to do is to provide them with a platform easy enough to do, so that they can really query the data and make their own analysis of data, and not rely on persons preparing them the reporting. So we will access to real data online with simple tools. So that is the main objective of the solution we are implementing. And in order to deliver the solution quickly, we try to use off-the-shelf product and try to minimize customization. And we came to what is called a location analytics solution. I will describe both the architecture and the concept in the next slide. So as I mentioned, expert geologist users with a solution, we'll be able to prepare maps with a selection of our prospects, so that we'll be able to mix location of prospect that is in our map with data coming from the evaluation software for review and QC. Also access to reference documents, and also generate standard quarterly reports that we ask them to provide regularly or to attach to some reports. For executive users, they will be able to access to exploration evaluation data. So if you want to review an evaluation of the prospect, you can just click on the prospect and get a summary sheet without going into complex software that they are not used to do. And so clearly it will be one-page, one-click reports for executive users. But of course, also the complexity is even behind in the architecture we have shown you. But it should be transparent and fast. So the current setup that we have around the expression data. The geoscientists in affiliate in the headquarters, so 300 users that we have around the world, they access to GeoX database and evaluation tool, which is centralized in Paris. So it's a unique database in total secure network, and people access to the software to GeoX through Citrix. So it's through Citrix client. The other important point is we have also in-house exploration budget and planning database that is required very quite often and very important. That comes together with this evaluation of risk and resources of the prospect. And prospect locations currently they are stored in local partner projects in Africa. Of course, people are able to export the data in Excel, which is remains as well the most used PI for analysis and reporting, and after we can of course reload some attributes data into their ARMA project to do the spatial analysis. The problem is prospect locations are not systematically centralized, so network we don't know where the prospects are, so it's hard for us to QC and really challenge sometimes the affiliates on the coherency of data. And reporting tools are not available for executive users. So in the future workflow, of course, GeoX database for risk and resource assessment will remain, as well our GSPR for database for budgeting and planning will of course remain with that ability to generate Excel reporting as it is the case today. The brick we are now adding is eProspect web application, where people in affiliate they have the ability to load the prospect application and do matching with the exploration prospect to get into the exploration database. And after they do this matching between the shapes and the database or the prospects, then it's possible to do a spatial analysis and reporting. And from eProspect, if you activate the secure connection to the server in Paris, then you will be able to have a direct connection to this database to within ARMA, for example, or use the master services or export MXD project from eProspect. So the benefit that we see from changing to this organization is to have both prospect evaluation and budgeting planning and spatial information centralized, backup and QC, which is not the case today. And also we have access to reporting and spatial analysis for all types of users, both experts or advanced users, and also to non-experts. So really, as was shown this morning, with the governance, identity governance solution with linked with S3 maps, we are doing the same. So we have our genomic database, which is a local database, but we complement with tools to do the business intelligence analysis. So we have chosen to use SAP business object, but there are other solutions available on the market. So we have chosen this one because we have internally competency analysis and so forth. So let's provide a good management of security, of course, all the benefits of the business intelligence, and the possibility to do querying, reporting, and designing our own corporate reports. Of course, what we want to add to this business intelligence capabilities is a special data for mapping and special analysis. And the component that we are using to make this two words communicate is a component that is created in business object solution, which is provided by Galigeo. So at the end, we end up with a solution that is secured, dynamic. We can feature, we can present the results in table, charts, and whatever we want. And the interface, as it is web-based and special, is simple and easy to read and analyze. So we hope it will cover the needs that are expressed by users. I'm not a specialist in IT, so it's hard for me to comment in detail with this slide, but we have genomics running on one database, we have RQS data for special information, we have this is a connector which sits within business objects to make everything working, and users they should not see all this complexity. And also one benefit is we are running on total secure server, and people are only we are using single sign-on security, so all the security is managed on one place up to very detailed, and people don't have to remember different passwords, go in different systems, so everything is into the same security policy. So, as well for maintenance of solution, it's very important. So we can easily maintain the changes as teams change projects. We have to be sure that we can be reactive in assigning permissions for. So I will show you a few slides on the capabilities of the system, the way how it looks like. So of course, the first thing people want to have is to be able to see corporate database of the prospects, of company average, OS. So all the company databases displayed on top of third-party database like HS or other kind of database that we have. So we'll mix, we give the ability to mix different sources of data. The first level of query that people want to do is when they see something on the map, they want to click and have some detailed information. So we can customize both the maps and of course the small windows with the list of variables. So this is customized within the system. We can publish or administrate, we can change the mapping, and if users ask for some maps, we can very easily change this. There are also some tools, standard tools available within the mapping package. For example, one of the tools could be to make a query, a special query to see what is the list of prospects available with a given distance of some infrastructure, for example. So it's very simple. But you have some standard tools that come and are made available for users, so it's very easy to use, and then can be a query and generate a list of stuff. So, or you can select directly on the map some prospect, then you have small windows, and you can use the sum of some values that are of interest. You can perform some simple analysis, quick summary. And if you want to go further, then you can select by querying on various variables, or you can select on the map some objects, and then you can open some reports that are predefined, but still that are designed in business object, and then users all the prospect selections that are made on the map is passed to business object, which extracts the data from the prospect database, and then users have the ability to filter the data they want. So it's very easy to have a list of things and you can toggle what you want, and automatically you just adjust in the graphs and then the listings, and you can break down and you see the list. And after, when you are happy with the selection data, then you can just save this or whatever and continue. And of course, the access to the data is featured. So the report are standard, but the content of the report is featured by your permissions. So in terms of maintenance, for us, we are mainly people maintaining prospect database. So we have any requests, people going for extraction of data. In fact, with the system anyway, we just publish some templates, and then people will just ask, they just query the database themselves and get the reports. We hope it will be easier for them. More efficient. So in terms of implementation of the project, we are doing the final installation, so probably it will be open in January, shortly. And short implementation time, it's we have been working on the project for more than 1 year, so it's short enough. Relative that we are seeing the end of it. And the following, after the opening of the service, will all the portal will be involved. In fact, what we are doing is implementing, putting an architecture of the system in place, and after we'll be able to add map services as user will request. So we add map services, base maps, and everything. So it's very easy to add maps people need. We can connect to additional databases. We can create new reports and everything. So all of this will be done maybe business object, for example, or directly by JS administrators on ourselves. So the main thing on the project is to set up the architecture, manage the security, the performance, and so on and so on. After, I think within this architecture, it will be easy to make things evolve without going back to IT for new developments, because business object, I mean, doing new reports and that kind of stuff is functioning to the system, so it's not development, it's more like customizing things in Excel. So, and of course, important to interface first version of application. It's our project with your questions.
Yeah, hi there. I was wondering, how do you keep it up to date? How do you handle versioning of prospects? These things are changing all the time.
Okay, so the versioning of the prospect are done in GeoX database. GeoX is an Oracle system, and users they create new versions. And when they want to approve a version, there is a ability to approve that version. So not every user has the right to approve that version. And in the system, as it will be used by management, in fact, we publish only approved versions. So only the head of geoscience or expression manager has the right to approve things. So that not not validated data should not be visible in this. So we try to feature. And of course, but we are doing this job now because the database have to be maintained properly. Otherwise, it will be very, not very nice. Financially connected systems.
Thanks for the presentation, very interesting. Who is your business sponsor? Presumably someone in exploration. And how much were they bought into this concept? And I'm not asking how much it cost, but how did you convince them that this project is worth pursuing, and what do they feel they're going to get back?
In fact, this project comes after the experience that we had implementing this kind of solution directly in ArcMap. So we asked all the affiliates to maintain the prospect database in ArcMap, and regularly when they do the rollup database to send to headquarters, also ArcMap projects. So the problem with this solution is that it was not maintained, it was not dynamic. And when we received the ArcMap project, we were already nearly operational. By the time we just integrate, consolidate everything in headquarters and publish in ArcMap, it was, the affiliate were already changed things. So it was not dynamic. So that's why this project that we have of doing this kind of work in ArcMap directly and doing backup in Paris, and it was not very efficient. And also the management and some users, they don't go to ArcMap because it's too complicated and slow and so on. So in some cases it was a problem for. So we hope that with the system people will access interface that if you want to change the shape of the profile, you just change it, upload the new shape of the system, it's dynamic. So we don't have that delay, and also the interface is web-based, we hope it's non-good to have some mistakes. And the sponsor, you are correct, it's more on the exploration management. To be able to have both affiliate work and ventures to be more rapid.
Thank you, Lydia. Thank you.
Next speaker.